Right, so I had made a new emote last night. Some of you have seen it if you've checked the important news section. It hasn't been approved by Twitch yet though, which hopefully it won't take long because the other emotes, Carol and Meryl, were done quite quick. Oh, I can see I'm going invisible now. Right, let's just sort that out. That's weird. See what I mean about my lighting? It was totally fine, just you saw, but now it isn't. So there we go. That'll do. Oh no, we don't want to lip stream. Yeah, you can start to see the green screen a bit though. It's the only thing, but I think it's not too bad. A bit of green screen there. Yeah, you can see my green screen. We'll switch to this screen because it's easier to see the background and I'm bright. That's okay, see, it's fine now. We're not invisible now. It's not too bad. Yeah, it's not too bad. I'm just a first part. I don't like to see the green because it looks messy. It looks messy. How are you doing, Twisted Mouth? Hope you're good. So yes, this is the new emoji that hasn't yet been approved, but some of you have it. I know Chub Cheeks has it. I actually made it for him because he has the 10k bit badge and he loves Woody, so I thought I'll make a Woody emote for Chub Cheeks. Hi Cannon, just popping in for my, oh yay, 30 months, oh my goodness me. That is crazy, that is the big 3-0. The big 3-0. My goodness me, Cannon. That is no joke, thank you so much for the support. My good friend. Let's have some hype in chat. We appreciate you, Cannon. It's an ability you're still mastering. I'm good, thanks. Yay. How's things, Cannon? Are you up working from home or are you still going in? Working from home. And hope your little ratties are good. They're cute. I saw them on Twitter earlier. Your new little ratties. How are you, friend? I'm not bad. Not bad at all. Getting on with my normal hermit life. And having fun doing this Raindrop Chronicles. D&D this weekend, isn't it? I believe so. For those that don't know, I play D&D with Cannon. I'm excited because my character is getting all the plot now. So it's going to be fun. I think you sent me a message, but I might need to reply to it if you asked a question. Oh, I'll be looking at that later. I'm working from home. All my various activities are cancelled. I'm so cooped up and it's been like a week. Cannon is more of an outdoors person, aren't you, Cannon? The opposite of me. I'm a hermit. You can't get more of a hermit than me. Right, guys. So I don't think there's anything important to talk about today other than the emote I made, which I've already mentioned. So I'm gonna get right into it. We're gonna get Photoshop open because that's what we were doing yesterday, and we was having some problems making Carol from the side because we need to finish these assets because the cutscene to be done, we need her view from the side because she faces the side a lot in this particular scene, and we hadn't done those assets yet, and I think she She definitely looks better than she did yesterday. Like, this is what she looked like yesterday. Oh, you know, she had the metal bar, but it was a bit weird. So I think it's like a very much of an improvement now. So she's basically done. Got to just do her other directions and make sure we've put her on all the sprites we have, and then after that we go to Meryl. And I think they're the only characters that are currently facing the side right now. Elvira is just rooted to the spot in her scenes, so we don't need to do her from the side quite yet. I'm currently trying to set up my first D&D game. Well, a friend is setting it up. I'm excited. Oh, your first one? My goodness, well, you're in for a ride. Have you got your character sorted yet? Sounds fun. This weekend, big reveal happened last session and we need to resolve it. I don't D&D. Welcome to Vanya. Cannon's the master of D&D. You've been playing it for like a decade plus or something, haven't you? And he knows his stuff. Good morning, working and lurking again. Hi, Van. How are you doing? The work clerk. Appreciate it. But yes, I'm excited. Everything's been kicking off lately in D&D. I just hope my character doesn't die because I'm quite attached. But she won't. I'll make sure of it. Okay, so look at that face. Look at Elvira's shocked face. Okay, so right, so I think she's fine from facing the left, so I just have to copy and paste from the right. I was going to get these finished last night, but because I ended up working on Woody's emote instead, that it made me not get them finished, but I still worked on them a bit, and she looks a lot better than she did, I feel. She looked terrible on yesterday's stream. It was a complete nightmare. I'm glad we're solving the problem a little. I feel like I want to do a big massive sneeze because I think it's the time of year for hay fever maybe. Well, I know that my dad's in the garden and I can smell grass out there. I know, I feel like that makes me get the sneezes. Got a shot yesterday and now I'm feeling crappy after it. Oh no! You rest up. Make sure you rest up. Many years, but I'm still learning so many new things every session. Yay! Still learning after years and years. Been wanting to play since high school. Well, now you finally are, Twisted Mouse. Better sooner rather than later. Well, better late than never, should I say. If somebody had shot me yesterday, I would feel crappy too, yeah. Probably be dead as well. Hi Tootie, how are you doing? Right, so the only thing I'm wondering about with this view is we might need to swap the light of the metal parts. So this is an interesting one. Hopefully it's not going to be too tricky. I'm going to just attempt to select. Let's zoom in a bit so I can actually see what I'm doing. But yeah, I don't think finishing off these side views is going to take too long. Hopefully not. And once this is done, the cutscene will be at a state where I'll probably be able to record it, and I'm going to post it in the channel on Discord so you guys can look at it before we say that it's done and dusted. And I might have a few little questions to ask people, and it'll be open for feedback. And I believe I can record it while I'm streaming. And didn't realise that was possible, but it is, so maybe today we'll do a record of the cutscene and then I'll get it posted before the end of stream. Doing that home office thing that seems to be all the rage nowadays. Yeah. Ghosty, thank you for the host, Ghosty. Look at Pikachu. Hey guys, what are we up to today? Hi Warrior Giggles, how are you doing? We're doing good. We finished our farm that we was working on like the last fortnight and that mapping, and now we like finishing the cutscene off where it all takes place. That farm, and the cutscene, we actually did most of it before we started the farm mapping, so really it's all just polishing it and finishing it off now. I'm sorting a few little visual things out, such as Carol's side sprite that hadn't been done, and really once those little things are done, the cutscene's finished, and I want to post it in the Discord so that people have the option to look at it before I can say that we've done it, and people might have a few ideas how to end the cutscene, because there's a sort of, I'm sort of like wondering how to end it right now. I've got a couple of ideas, but some people could have others, but really once we've done it, we'll be moving on to the next bit, which is actually another cutscene, and that will involve the first boss the game as well. So maybe I all going well tomorrow, we might be able to start the dialogue for that scene, and it's basically these guys here. It's a scene involving them where they show themselves for the first time, so that'll be fun. Got a couple of little ideas of like prep work planned for them, and I use the web app draw.io to do dialogue flows, so we'll be going back to that again and getting some dialogue written up, and usually once we've done the flows, that's when I start the cutscene after that. Hi Rex, how are you doing? Okay, so hopefully this works. It's been a challenge to do Carol's side view, I have to say, and some about that doesn't look quite right. I'm trying to like just flip the shadow, because really the shadow would stay on the left. I mean the shadow would stay on the right, so flipping it, you know, but I tried it. I've tried to flip the shadow, but it just looks strange, but I prefer how it looks like that, but we'll see. Other than that, she's at an okay state. Maybe not perfect, but definitely better than how she looked yesterday. I'll remind people again what Carol looked like at the end of yesterday's stream. So I basically lowered the metal bar so it's not going all through her face, because that's not how she's meant to look. She's meant to, you know, her face is meant to be in the middle of the metal bit, so I had to just edit that, and it's better. And we need to do Meryl though, but only Meryl. We don't have to do the other characters. Oliver already has a side view, because his was really easy to do. It was just a simple copy and paste of half the mouth and one of the eyes. And eventually we will do Hank's and Meryl's, but we don't need to yet. But where's Meryl? Oh yeah, hang on, we got to do Carol's rolling one as well. So I'm going to delete the ones from yesterday because they were wrong. So, hi Azrael, how you doing? I'm doing well. Someone just called me at work to yell at me that I was wrong, then left and came back apologising because he was the one that was wrong. How annoying. Silly customers. You know how they say the customer's always right? Well, that is not true. That's a big lie. Because they're not. There you go. Sounds about right, Rex. Hi, Gus. How you doing? I feel like I've got a big bogey in my nostril and I don't like the feeling. It's just there, stuck there. It's not my fault. The window's wide open and I can smell grass, and it just makes me start to get the snibbles when that happens. Hey, good afternoon. How you doing, Guzmop? I'm able to wear my blue top today, which I never usually get to wear on stream because the green screen makes it invisible. So life is going well. The customer is always right was invented by marketing and management guys who have zero contact with actual customers. Yeah, it's such a silly thing. What happened to the workers, right? I don't know. Nobody's always right. We humans can be right or wrong all the time. It's not as black and white as somebody is always right. Blue Tap Tuesday, or even Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday today. Asriel's forgot the day. Not enough sleep. I'm always right. Hi, Arctic Mule. Kappa. Well, that means you're saying you're always wrong then, because Kappa means opposite. I thought it meant opposite, but apparently Kappa means sarcasm or something. But I know. I feel like people use Kappa all the time. Now, I always do anyway. I use Kappa a lot. It's a good emote. How are you doing, Arctic? Right, so... should we flatten these now? Because the ones underneath were all the bad versions, so we don't want those. I'm going to merge all these layers of Carol. We don't need them on that because that's Carol when she's not showing a face. Can't remember what this one was for. Oh, that's Carol's eyes facing the other direction. Right, we don't need to do them for now, but we will eventually. But we do need to do the roll ones because that is part of this scene. So it should just be as simple as a 90-degree rotation. Still not 100% sure about the shadow yet. I might have to change that for the facing right one. But for now, I'm not going to fuss over it, because it might take a little bit of time to get that right. Oh, that's meant to be that one. That's right. In IT, it's especially funny what the customer wants, what he needs, what he gets sold, what he thinks he gets sold, and what he finally gets installed are often 5 very different things. I can imagine. I just feel sorry for the people that have to deal with those sort of customers. Hi Yasmin, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I'm always wrong, but in saying that, does that mean I'm right? Because I'm always wrong. It's a paradox. That's true as well. My mind is now blown, all because of that Kappa emote. It had so much depth. Wow, Carol doesn't look comfortable in that position. That's for sure. And I apologise in advance, chat, if I am a bit snivelly on stream today. Allergies can't be helped. Hi Rose, how's it going? Making progress? Not too bad. It's going decently. We're making progress and all going well. We'll be finished with this cutscene very soon and moving on to another cutscene. So that makes me happy. And welcome to the stream. Can you fake an American accent? I can't, unfortunately. I'm really bad at accents. The only accent I can do is my own voice. That's one accent that you've got at least. But it's never been a skill of mine to do like voices, different voices or different accents. I'm very, not good at that at all. So I'm not even going to attempt it because I'll embarrass myself. Friends and I were talking last night about how many British actors can fake an American accent much better than we can fake a British one. That's interesting. But I'm not one of the British people that can do that. But yeah, British accents are hard to pull off. Don't you dare make us speak differently. It's honestly the main reason I'm here. You're here because of my voice. You're not here because of our awesome RPG game. LOL, a fake American accent would be funny. I just wouldn't know how to do it. Like, it's probably near the bottom of the list of talents that I have. Like, rock bottom doing accents. Alongside singing and dancing. And sports. And I'm sure there's many other things I'm terrible at too. Hi Dalgar, with what engine? I have some commands here for you guys that are new. We're using RPG Maker MV. We also have a website, folks, that got launched recently. So have a look at that if you want to know more about our little project. And feel free to ask questions because as I've say quite a lot, I'm in the process of making an FAQ page. And any questions that commonly tend to get asked on stream will get put up on the FAQ page when it's as I write it. And Azriel beat me to it. Thank you, Azriel. Oh, question of the week, answer levelling and looting. Oh, that's a good one. I want to see everybody's different responses to that because there's been a few different ones. Mine was I like RPG games because they're an escape. And somebody's yesterday was they like RPGs because they like to see their character get stronger when they start off really weak and then get strong. I thought that was quite a good one. Feeling just like you're part of another world as well, and that's a good one. Like leveling, I suppose, is connected to, it's similar to when feeling stronger and becoming super OP. But yeah, looting's a good one too. It's always interesting to see what you get. Voice and accent mostly, yeah, not sure why, but I do enjoy a lot of English, Scottish, Aussie accents. To be really honest, don't care about the game much. I mean, it's interesting watching you make it, sure, hope that's not creepy or anything there. Yeah, well, what we do here is pretty niche. People hang out for different reasons as well. There's a lot of regulars who like just lurk and sit back and don't get involved, and that's totally fine too. Nobody's forced to like take part and be like saying ideas about the game. People can watch a stream in their own way. For me, it's getting immersed in the world and story. Yeah, that's a good one. I just like to be on a different planet other than planet Earth, to be quite honest. That's where RPGs are good. I like other worlds. Escaping is a great reason too. When I started playing RPGs, it was a lot about me being myself. Awesome, yeah. But I wonder if there's any other reasons other than the ones we've mentioned. I'd be intrigued to find out. We've still got the rest of this week, today and tomorrow's stream, to find out. Okay, so just that one. I'm not sure why I did the rolling twice. I forgot now because I put a copy of this roll, this animation thing. Oh, I know why I did that now. It's because one of them, she's not meant to be showing her face. Oopsie. Okay, so I'm gonna have to swap these around. I live in Germany, so the only English accents I get to is the very smoothed out stuff you get in movies, so strums are a nice way to listen to actual people speak naturally. Yeah, you know, it's interesting because it's always people who aren't from England that appreciate my accent. People who live in England make fun of my accent. Not everybody, don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's a lot of you British people who like my accent, but I find if somebody does make fun of it, they're always British. Always. You're transgender, Yasmin, and I was finally able to be my female self. Oh yeah, that was, I think somebody said something similar, like something about strong female characters as well. So yeah, that's interesting. And you can, I suppose, like, you can be a character, different sort of person to what you are in real life. I kind of feel similar because I'm totally not a badass in real life. I'm a little bit of a I'm a little bit of a sweetheart, a bit of a cinnamon roll. So I always like playing as badass female characters because it's what I wish I was. So I'm just playing a game, watching your process with your game since I'm working on something too now. It's very helpful. Oh, cool. You're working on something too? Is it a game twisting mouse that you're working on? Fellow German. Oh, Yasmin's German too. Depends on the RPG. I know plenty of people that play an RPG purely to farm, craft, fish. They don't even bother with the story. Oh yeah, and when that happens, I'm not gonna lie, I get a little bit salty because I'm like, but there's such a good story here. You're missing out. But yeah, I shouldn't get salty. That's wrong of me because people play games for their own reasons and they should be able to do that. But that's true as well. Some people really like crafting and fishing in RPGs. I know with MMOs, as people like doing that. Some people are obsessed with that in Final Fantasy 14. Hello, Rose. How are you doing today? Hi, Shirk. How are you doing? We're doing good. We're just having a bit of a good old chat, aren't we, today? I love your accent and only a little across the country from you. Yeah, Asriel's one person who's not a meanie. But I tend to, anyone who makes fun of it, I ban anyway. So Asriel wouldn't be here today if he was one of those people, that's for sure. Asriel's too nice to ban. I'm nice from Frankfurt. Yay. I've been to Germany once, guys, when I was on a German exchange many, many years ago. It was nice. Had a good time. I watched another stream you had and I just started using MV and you in the chat helped me understand a few things I was confused about. You were very patient. Ah, that's good. But that's cool. I'm glad that... I like being described as patient. Sometimes I don't know if I am, but then I realise I probably am compared to a lot of others. Okay, I think we're okay with this role asset now. I'm going to save it. I'm also going to save Carol's walk. So Carol's done. And there's only one more barrel character to do. We'll cross off Alvira and Hank because we don't need to do those. And Oliver. So it's just Meryl now. And it's... just the shocked face one and this one here, and she's a little bit more tricky because she's got a bra, so we might need to just edit that the way the bra looks slightly. I'm actually going to copy and paste Carol so we can copy the way that we did Carol. for Meryl. But yeah, this is the only like job left now for the cutscene doing this. There's a couple more sound effects to add, probably in places, and maybe just finalising the cutscene and putting an end to it. But other than that, I think it's going quite well. Oh my goodness, Asriel, thank you so much for the gift sub to Twisted Mouse. That's very kind of you to do that. Let's have some hype in chat for Asriel, guys, for that generous gift sub. Hype. Yay, Twisted Mouse, you now can use our awesome battle emotes and you get double the raindrops in Twitch chat, which means you'll get to the 500 raindrops even quicker. So 500 raindrops, that is what you need to be a character in our game basically at the moment. It's always good, you get a chance to make whoever you want. And I'll be a future NPC or playable character in the game. When you were still a goth, not just in the 80s. Too lovable to ban. Yay, thank you for the hype, guys. Thank you, National Mars and Rex. Let me catch up with chat. I'm also working on a game project, but I don't think it would fit well with anything you make. Might not be your kind of thing. Well, who knows? Maybe it wouldn't be. If you want to talk about it more, we have a creative work channel. I'm sure a lot of you know about that already because I tend to talk about it a lot. Just so peeps here, because I know there's a lot of creatives that hang out in this channel. And I'd like you all to know that we have a channel specially for sharing your work. And feel free to post a bit about what you're doing there if you do join the Discord. My first MMO was Guild Wars, and I was able to start my own guild and get it pretty big. And yeah, it was a nice experience being myself and having a great guild leader. Awesome. Yeah, I've only ever really played Final Fantasy 14. When it comes to MMOs. I did play WoW for a very short period of time, but I was at college at the time and I didn't want to fail because I had friends that were addicted to WoW and they failed college and I was a good girl, so I didn't get addicted. But Final Fantasy 14, I've played quite a lot of that, and the Guild Free Company week that I was in wasn't a good one. It started out great. They were super lovely, lovely people, but it wasn't what it appeared to be on the outside. And eventually, after about 18 months, it all fell apart, and it's kind of made me be a little bit cynical of talking to people online. But just because some people aren't what they seem, it doesn't mean everybody is. I try not to let it ruin my trust if I can. Hype, yay! I'm rather new to Twitch as well. Don't know what a lot of this stuff is, but thank you. Oh, sorry, my caps are on. It's okay. I don't have an issue with people typing in caps because it kind of just shows that they're excited. As long as it's not like super. If it was aggressive and stuff, then that would be an issue. But general excitement is fine. Yay, I love that bat plush you have, by the way. Yes, this is what Rex got me. He got this custom made for me, chat. He's perfect. What was your guild's name? Were you around right from the start of Guild Wars? I've heard Guild Wars is a good one. Heard that's a good MMO. I tend to play a lot of single player RPGs though, more than MMOs. But I do know that they can definitely get addicting, so I tend to stay away from them for that reason. I know I was quite early in, but not right from the start, and wish I could remember my guild name. And I'm such a loner as well, that I always like playing games on my own. So when I do play MMOs, I just play them solo. I'm a sad loner. My main character was Carol and Dusa, and my second was Samaka and Dusa. I hope I've said those names right, but they're pretty names. I like them. Because as far as I know, I've been in the first German Guild Wars guild back in the day, Unforgiven Army, founded by... Oh, imagine if you two were in the same guild. That'd be crazy small world. Our guild was too, wasn't as good. Being pretty active in the early PvP, at one point we were worldwide top 100 guilds. You sound like a pro. PvP is something I've always been terrible at. I do the same, bros. I always create solo characters in MMOs. Yeah, Azrael's the same as me. Some MMOs you can do a lot of solo content though, so, you know, Final Fantasy 14 was quite nice for solo people. I lost interest around the time the first add-on dropped. Yay, okay. Bra time. Oops, that's a bit inappropriate for me to say. But I can't help it when it's staring at me in the face. Right, so we were trying Meryl's face yesterday, but we weren't having much luck with it because the bra was in the way, and we're gonna have to do the same as what we did with Carol and move her bra down just like we moved down Carol's metal bar bit. And this would have been done last night if I wasn't working on Woody's amount, so forgive me everybody. I've neglected Meryl. I wasn't tempted to clip bra time. All the lewd clips, everybody would be like, what's this streamer? Delete that for now. Just get rid of it. Right, I'm gonna actually get one where the face isn't showing. Did I squash these layers like a big old fool? I think I did, didn't I? Because I need one of these with the without the face, and that actually isn't the same as I need to. Let's unsquash them. There we go. I think, oh damn it. It's all right. I've got a plan. It's no big deal. We'll just delete the face another way. So I might have to start by recolouring this barrel to Meryl's colours because I made quite a bit of an edit, and if we're gonna do, we might have to do that first of all, because the current area we've got here for the face is just not large enough. So once we've got rid of the face and recoloured it to Meryl's, her face will probably look much better then on this. If we did that, Rose would have several hours of content by now. I was a pro rusher with my white mage. Oh, did I get that right? Pure DPS glass cannon. Sounds a bit like me. I'm a DPS. I always play as the DPS. One sec, guys. My webcam's bugging me because we're getting a bit of green screen. There we go. It's got rid of it. It's made a bit of my top invisible, but it doesn't matter. Oh no! I thought I got it right. I was like, yay. White mage, but I got it wrong. it looks weird without the face there, because all the background's been filled in and there's no shading, but the face just looks better against it when it's there, when I get rid of the background, because it just stands out more. And as you can see, there's a lot more area there to fit the face on with that edit. So I'm going to just change it to Meryl's colours and stick the bra there, and then add the face. And that'll be it. Hopefully it won't be too big a job. Trying to think of the quickest way to colour this in. So I use selective colour for changing colours. I find it's the most effective thing. But I might need to do two different colours of this. One for the light colour and one for the bronze metal bit. I'm going really off colour here. I think that's pretty close, but we'll put it. It's a little bit, still a bit dark. You can never get into Guild Wars 2. Yeah, that's fine. So not everything's gonna be your cup of tea. That's totally fine. It's just not a good MMO, let alone it's just not Guild Wars anymore. They don't keep you entertained, played well excessively for a few years, and then same gameplay loop. Yeah. And MMOs never end as well. Sometimes I like the satisfaction of feeling like I've fully completed a game, and MMOs, you don't get that feeling because you constantly have to keep getting better. Like, even if you do get to the end game raid content, then there's no end because there's new content. So that'd be stressful for me because I don't have the time to dedicate to getting so invested. Warframe is nice, but where do you have people to play with? I played that game solid for a whole month once, and then I never went back to it because I burnt myself out on it. But it was actually fun in the time I did play it. But I just got too much same old grind in the end, and it burnt me out. But it definitely has the addiction factor. Okay, so I'm gonna just copy those bars and we're gonna make them a bronze colour now. See, it's not too bad to do this recolouring thing. I'm really glad I started using selective colour. It's like the best way, in my opinion, to change colour. It's a little bit gold, so it's probably going to just be easier for a sec if I just move it right here so we can see them next to each other. There we go, we're getting closer. Discord bot, it can finally reconnect and lost connection. Ooh, Discord bot hype. I don't know if you might have been because there was someone else who came in saying they was working on a Discord bot as well, and I was like, yeah, there needs to be more Discord bots. I'd love to have some cool bots in my Discord, but there's not enough. So it's slightly off. I could also just manually change the colours maybe, or I could do it like this. This actually might be, no, I don't want to do it like that. Forget that plan, I realised it was flawed. Untick that. The ones I manually coloured in, because I thought, oh, there's only a few colours there, it won't take too long, but it took absolutely forever, so I'm actually not going to do it that way again. I'm just going to mess around with it, in all honesty, until I get the colour. We were very close. Yeah, Rosie's live. Hi, Gretch. How you doing? Good to see you, Gretch. Off to bed. Thanks for stream. Bye, everyone. Twisted Mouse, thank you for hanging out and stopping by. Take care. Good luck with what the stuff you're working on. Warframe has more vertical progression. You can get one loadout to enter high level endgame stuff pretty fast, and you don't have to re-level different characters. You level your gear stuff and unlocked on Tuesday with your actual operator. There was, I can't remember much about Warframe because it has been like about probably almost 2 years since I played it, but I do remember something about it made it really addictive, and I can't remember what it was that made me addicted, but whatever they did worked, and not just for me but for everyone, because I feel like the whole of the gaming world was addicted to that game at one point. I'm well, it's good to see you too. How's your Final Fantasy journey going, Gretch? I want to provide free services with my bot that replace current paid bots. Well, I'm excited to find out more about your bot, Yasmin, and see it when it's done. Because I think those services should be free, and whoever wants to support me is free to do so. Yeah, I mean, that is very honourable. And I respect that, that's for sure. Good job, Yasmin. I mean, businesses want to make the monies though as well, so I suppose they have the reasons, but yes, if you can do it, and then that is all good. Oh, just a little bit of that brown that is a bit off colour. Let's see if we can just fix that. I'd say there's a bit of purple in it actually that shouldn't be there, but or it might be red. But I could, it's only one colour this bit, so let's just grab it. It's okay to recolour just this bit, because the left side looks like it's fine and accurate. So I think that's probably going to be the closest we're going to get to the colour. So now things are good because we've got the new edited barrel. And we'll be able to fit Meryl's face on this barrel now without it looking squashed. Yeah, I'm deleting these, but really I shouldn't because they're meant to still be that colour. So what I'm going to do is just make sure certain bits are filled in. Okay, so it does look a bit weird on the left side because but when the face is there, that bit will be hidden anyway. We've just got a lot more room now for the face, and it just will go a long way. Just so squashed if you don't make that room. We'll have to add the bra, but let's get the face on there first. So what I did with Carol was I literally just copied and pasted the eye and the brow. Let's just cut round the edge. What kind of things will your bot do? Good question, Gretch. If Yasmin isn't keeping it secret and wants to tell us, then feel free to. You have a very well-paying job and a well-paying side business. Yeah, that's exactly true then. If you're getting an income and you don't need to make your service a paid project, I think that's a good move and very honourable, because some people would try and milk as much out of it as they could, and I don't have an issue at all with people wanting to make money from what they want to do, their dreams. I totally root for that, but at the same time I don't like it when people are greedy. There's a big difference, that's for sure. I don't know why I was dragging the eye all up there. Let's birthday announcements, Twitch live announcements, YouTube video announcements. Sounds good. And the ones that are available at the moment, you say they're paid ones. So looks like I think you'll get a bit of interest. That's for sure. Those are things people like. You have an okay paying job? No, it's side business because I like playing vidya too much for that. Take a couple of time, very fun for me. That's good. If it's fun, then that's awesome. It's like me, I have a lot of fun doing this. Bum surgery today, so no side business for 2-3 months. I hope it gets better, and I'm sure I believe in you. I think you'll kick butt. You'll be fine. You sound like you know what you're doing. Okay, so we finally have room for Meryl's lips now. Yeah, I think there needs to be one space between. But we don't have them like fully there. We kind of chop them off and only have, yeah, like that. Because before, if we had the old barrel, that's what it would look like. Her lips would have like just become one with the bra. And it just looks very silly. So I think it's just an improvement for sure, just making that extra bit of room for the face. But we just need to check that everything's aligned properly. So I'm going to drag Carol here and make sure that it's the same alignment. think like I got rid of that to just give the impression it's a little bit slanted as well. Yeah, I think that's fine. Because Meryl's lips come out, she's got that little smirk going on, whereas Carol, her lips, she doesn't have that. So, thank you, Brown Wave Studio, for the follow. Welcome, Barrel Bruh. I always say that word wrong. Isn't it meant to be bra, not bruh? What's that? Because I'm no gangster. I can't pull off such lingo. And I sound like a silly when I try to say it. That sounds like a pain. Nice. Good pun, Tootie. I like that pun. Yeah, but that pain can kiss my butt. But thank you for the follow, Brown Wave. Yes, barrels indeed. We have lovable barrel characters in our game. We do have a website. Certain characters on the website do have character sheets, and if you hover over them, you'll be able to see. But over time, I might do like little character sheets for the NPCs that don't have character sheets. It all depends on if I get more time on my hands to do those things. But yeah, feel free to have a little browse. There's more on the way. FAQ page, credits page, sneak peeks page. There'll probably be an update in the spring, a big update where all that stuff is put on. Hooray. Okay, so just pop Carol there. We don't need her now. Right, so now we've done Meryl's face, we need to do the bra. We need to add the bra back. So probably the easiest thing to do is grab this one and just select and tick that. I don't want the bra merging with the lips. I think one thing that needs to be done from the side is we need the cup, the bra cup showing. Because we didn't have that there before, and it's probably needed. You'll have to let us know when your bot is ready for beast tester. Yes, for sure. When do you think, any idea what the, have you got a date in mind, or is it too early to say? Maybe I shouldn't have chopped off the whole cup. I'm going to grab that again. Okay. So, where does the bottom of the bra, it's like 1 pixel above the bottom. So really that is where it is. But maybe if I rotate it, it's going to look weird. We'll see. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's just chop off this bit here. Still looks like... Let's just flip it and see what happens. Damn, who'd have thought a bra would be such a challenge? I'm not very good at this sometimes, like different perspectives with things. So, bit of a learning curve for me. But of course, when you create original characters and have to do all their different views and positions, then you gotta do it. The colour of that is a bit off. Like, I just want to see what's wrong with it, because there's definitely something very wrong. I think it helps a lot by making sure everything's in line. I feel like it is because it's halfway through the eye, the middle of the bra, and I think we've kind of got that right. And it's the top of it sits where the bottom of the lips are. I don't think we're too far off. Oops, I probably shouldn't have put those on that layer. Delete that. I feel like it might have been sticking out a bit too much. It's just hard to know. Maybe just getting rid of that. Something's, I can't put my finger on it, but there's just something that feels wrong about it. It might be just something tiny. I'm just looking at this one and trying to make sure everything's matching. I will, yay! Just slightly needs to be rounded off a bit. I think she's looking a bit square, just a little bit. But I feel like we're close, and maybe what we've got here will be fine for a version for now. And if I ever did want to make a few pixel adjustments, that wouldn't hurt. I mean, we're not releasing episode 1 yet. I feel like I wondered if we should have those pixels filled in or leave them. See the difference. Yeah, she just looks super square for some reason when they're filled in. So, we'll go back to how it was, I think. I feel like I'm messing about with the shape of the cup and it's just deforming it even more. There we go. I think it might not be 100% perfect, but I think it's at an okay stage. So I'm going to just settle with that, what we've got there for now. Let's merge visible. Just want to check something. No, it looks. I did have a darker outline there originally, but it looked a bit odd. Let's just double check something. 7 pixels. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's in the right position that it should be. Let's delete Carol because we don't want her here. Oh, I've got pins and needles. Look at all the green screen. Even more happens when I do that. Oh, having it like that actually helps a bit. I have my lighting like that instead then. I don't know if it does, but it feels like it does a little. Okay. Get some water because I'm feeling a little bit dehydrated, just a touch. So I'm just going to copy Carol's assets now. I mean Meryl. How dare I call her Carol? Get them all updated, and then we're going to do a test play and see how the scene looks with these new side views. That little brown pixel is bothering me. Let's change the colour of that. Okay, so it's just the shocked face one now, and I do believe she faces left and right with the shocked face at some point in the flashback during the hijacking. So let's just edit the face and see how it looks. We'll actually do the left facing one first. So we just need to get white and then fill that in with a darker blue. Oh my god, she looks creepy like that with the smile. Creepy. Do all directions now so you don't have to when later on when you realise you do need it. Yeah. See, I do things differently. I'm only doing what's required for the scene. I know very well that we'll need to eventually do all of them for all the characters, all the barrels and Woody the box and Oliver the cookie jar as well. Well, he's done, but Woody mainly. And as well as not just side views, but a range of emotions and faces. There's going to be so many different faces they're all probably going to have over the course of the game. that this is only like 5-10% of what their sprite sheet will be, basically. So I'm not going to put too much on myself and do it all now, because I'll be here until next month or longer, and it'll burn me out. I tend to work bits at a time in different things, and when it'll be required in a cutscene, when the next time we see them, then I'll do it. So for sure. One of the base principles of clean code programming is Yagni, you ain't gonna need it. Hi Drago, how you doing? Don't create something that you are not sure if you're gonna need it. For me, like, everybody works differently, you know, everybody has their way of doing things, but I think people need to respect as well how someone does it. Like, I'd respect somebody if they wanted to do it all. You know, burnout is a dangerous thing, and I always make sure with all my power I'm not going to get burned out from this project. So I might do things a certain way that are going to, you know, make sure that won't happen. It's good, been a while since I caught one of these streams. Yeah, it's good to see you again. How are things? What games are you playing right now? And feel free to answer our question of the week as well, but no pressure. It's there for people who wanna answer it. It's good to see you stop by. If you need to touch a sprite weeks, months later, you might have issues getting it to look like you want to because you forgot exactly how to do it. Everybody's different, and yeah, everything's a challenge. Like, I probably will look back at things and be like, how did I do this? But I'm like that with every single action in this project anyway. It's all about solving a problem and overcoming a challenge. That's what it's all about, in my opinion. And I'm definitely not going to spend the next month working on these, because I'm excited to do cutscene stuff. There's lots of plans ahead for stuff to come, and it's variation in the content I'm doing is important. I shouldn't have to explain myself here. I shouldn't have to justify why I'm doing it a certain way. Just saying. Now that's one nice looking barrel. Hi Dumpster, how you doing? If I've ever seen a barrel, that's it. Yeah, look at that face. It's enough to haunt your nightmares. Don't worry, she doesn't always look like that. She only looks like that when she's scared. We wouldn't want that face in our sights all the time, would we? Well, I will answer the question of the week. So I really love usually the characters in story, but also love having a choice in an RPG. Oh yeah, choices, that's a good one that no one's brought up yet. I like it because I'm the same. I love choices. I like it when choices do have real consequences, especially when, like, you know that the choice you're going to make really is going to affect stuff that's going to happen and stuff's going to go down. For sure. Raindrop Chronicles, I'm very much going in that route with this as well. Lots of different branches and choices. But yeah, characters in story, yeah, for sure. How things going, Dumpster Cats, though? Hope you well. So let's get this mouth sorted. I might just do a copy and paste of this, half of it. Wow, frightening. Okay. I'm going to delete the mouth that's currently there because it's gonna, part of it's going to appear. And this mouth, oh no, what have I done? Put it on the damn same layer. So There we go. So that mouth appears right under the eye. So that should be the right alignment. And yeah, the edge of it's in line with the edge of the eye. That's cool. So I think that's correct. Now these barrels, once upon a time, well, before yesterday actually, I was just gonna have them not showing their face from the side. I was like, it's too hard, it's gonna be too time consuming, and you know, it's gonna look ugly. But I'm glad that I've decided to start doing them. Even if they look a bit goofy, you know, it just adds more. There we go. Chub Cheeks, where's my Woody emote? He's not been approved yet. I'm really sad because when I uploaded the other emotes, both Meryl and Carol's emotes got approved within the night, and I woke up the next morning and they were there. So I thought it'd be the same with Woody, but it's looking like maybe there's a backlog with Twitch for now, and we gotta just be patient. But yes, hopefully soon, Chub Cheeks, because I know that you're super excited about it. I did it for you, Chub, because I know you have the 10k bit badge. I know you're one of the people that do have that one. And I was like thinking, we need to slot there. We need an emote to fit that spot in. I was thinking it's got to be Woody, hasn't it? It's got to be Woody-gasm. I was making pics art myself, but my work, but won't let me now. What won't let you now, Dumpster Cats? I like the feeling of being immersed in a story. Yeah, story to me is the key thing. I was actually saying in Rex's stream a few days ago that it doesn't matter to me if the gameplay is a bit off and a bit rough around the edges if the story is exceptional. If I'm having a hell of a time enjoying the adventure, it has a great cast of characters and a story where I'm hooked, I can totally not care about a battle system that's not perfect or gameplay mechanics that aren't perfect. For sure, like my favourite JRPG is Lost Odyssey. That is such a good game in my opinion, whereas a lot of people said the battle system of that game was too outdated because they hadn't modernised it. It was turn-based and people were complaining that it was turn-based. They were like, turn-based stuff is just outdated now, should be passed. And it was released in 2007, you know, it's not like a super modern game, but people still had a problem that it was a turn-based JRPG. And I liked it. I love turn-based stuff. It wasn't a problem to me. I always feel like people will always have something to say anyway. And it's true, yeah, it was a bit old school, a bit traditional. It didn't invent the wheel at all or anything really. There was a couple of interesting concepts with it. With the characters being immortal that were put into the battle system, which I thought was cool. But really it was the story and adventure that made me fall in love with that game. Also recently got a Rift S. Rift, is that a game? If Twitch denies me, I will be on the warpath. Oh, your cat. You made a typo. I was going to say, what's not letting you do it, Dumpster? Well, give your cat a stroke and maybe the cat will let you do it then. Yeah, honestly, Chub, if Twitch rejects the Woody emote for being too lewd, I'm gonna go insane. I'll be posting a tweet to them and everything because there's so many like gasm emotes out there that are humans. So why would a cardboard box be so lewd? You know, where is it? Let's get it up on the screen. Here it is. Let me show it. to you all. That's not gonna get rejected. I know it is a bit, but there's so many emotes like that are worse, that are human. So I'd say that they're definitely more lewd than that. So I'd have a problem if that got rejected. Oh my god, the filth. We were due for a Gasm emote because it's one that our channel's lacking, and Woody was the perfect character for it because he just is. I like it. It's just so random as well that it's a cardboard box. Just I'm obsessed with it. Is that arrogant of me because I made it? I'm obsessed with my own emote. So yeah, hopefully it'll get accepted soon. I'll be keeping an eye on it all day, to be honest. I'm sure Chubb will as well. No, it's a VR machine. Oh, I was going to say, I've not heard of a game called Rift. But yeah, that's cool. That's fun. They're quite expensive still, aren't they, the VR machines? But GG, I hope you have fun with it. Good news, recently was having troubles with my computer and decided to reinstall Windows. It turns out the power supply was dying and wasn't starting up. Well, with me reinstalling Windows, that means I lose everything that was on it. But I remembered that I copied my project on my laptop so I didn't lose my work. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm really glad to hear that because losing work, and that's the worst. So that's a relief. Okay, so let's merge that, and all we have to do now is put this asset on all the directions. And then we're done, and we're just doing the ones that are required in the cutscene, you know. The fact is, we don't know what the future holds in this game in terms of what story stuff is going to happen, what sort of animations and expressions the characters are going to have. We didn't know that Carol was going to be rolling until we wrote the scene for it. So we don't know what we need until, you know, we write it. It's improvised. So I love working this way. In all honesty, it's exciting rather than grind yourself to death doing all the sprites at once. Right, so take things bit by bit, folks. Don't burn yourself out. I know if I did work that way, I would have stopped streaming this a long time ago. And it's not going to happen. I'm not going to let it. No way. You'll see me streaming this when I'm a granny. Imagine that. Raindrop Chronicles episode 80 and I'm 100 years old. No. But, you know, I'm very invested in this. I'm exaggerating a bit by saying that, but the granny thing, but just want to show you guys that, you know, this is for the long haul. It's my Twitch thing. Nana Rose. It was the same project that I lost the last time I was here. Yeah, I remember you saying. So it is a good, I'm really glad you still got it, Drago. But it's going to be cool, like in the year like 2050, 2060, everyone will just be allowed to old people on Twitch streaming. Or will it be taken over by the youngsters? But the fact is, you know, in the next 50 years, old people are going to be super awesome and cool and nerdy and play video games. We'll be the coolest old people. I know I'm going to be a cool nana. Wow. Yeah, 17 more until you go into a shower. Awesome. Top 400. How do you feel about that? Okay, guys, so we have finished stage 1 of today. We have got Meryl and Carol under our belts. Can cross them off now. I'm going to keep this one open. Right, so RPG Maker now. Open RPG Maker MV. So now now we've done those, because that was an important job done. We're gonna do another test play of the cutscene without sound right now, because I just want to look at the visuals. And once I think, oh, it's all looking good, I'm going to turn the sound on, mute the background music and do a test play with sound. And once I'm satisfied with the cutscene and I think there's no weird stuff happening in it now that needs changing, I'm going to record it on stream, maybe, we'll say. Living on Edge, how are you doing? 2 years. Oh my goodness, 2 years, 24 months. I appreciate that, Edge. That's super kind of you to be supporting me for so long. I can't even believe I've been streaming for 2 years, to be quite honest. Well, it's longer than that now. Let's have some hype in chat for Edge, guys. Edge, how are things? Hope life is going okay on your end. What are you keeping yourself occupied with lately, my friend? And thank you, Azriel, for the hype. Your game is looking amazing. Thank you as well. Appreciate that. We're doing it bit by bit, step at a time. We're putting it together, and it's been a lot of fun. It's really fun creating something. Nearly at the top of 1,000, Yasmin. Not bad considering you're new here, I have to say. Not close to. It's not close to 500, but I think I'll get there someday. You will, Drago, and it's no rush, like, guys. Like, I know it can seem a bit daunting thinking you need 500 raindrops, but we're going at a slow pace here. We're not going to be introducing like 20 of the NPCs that were made in like one village. You know, we're going to slowly introduce them over the course of the development. So some characters, yeah, they'll be sitting there for a while before they're actually introduced to the game, but it'll work best that way. Whenever there's an opportunity, the way you've written your character, for anybody at all, whenever there's an opportunity to slot them into the game that works, they'll likely make their appearance. Just been sitting around doing absolutely nothing, LOL. Playing on my PC, that's about it. Yeah, you should totally be doing that. You should be chilling and relaxing. Any games? Been having fun with Edge lately? Okay, so I'm probably gonna, I've got RPG Maker up now, so this is the new wagon. For those of you that weren't around yesterday, we got the wagon looking much better than we did. Farm is done now, which is the area outside the wagon. So visually, mapping is done and dusted. It's just finishing this cutscene, and then we'll get to move on to the next stage, which is these guys. I'm really excited. I've been hyping it up. It's basically going to be the first encounter with these 5 here. We'll be putting together the dialogue trees tomorrow for them. We'll be making a start on that, and then once we're happy with the scene, the dialogue, we'll be moving on to making it into a cutscene. And this will like be the just before the first boss as well, because these guys are the first boss. So it's going to be fun, because we've been working on the Carol stuff for a while now, so it'll be nice to move on to another set of characters and work on them. Thank you, Drago, for the bits. I appreciate that. 5 bits is 15 bits, and thank you for the host too. You can finally watch ads to get bits. I would sub today, but my Prime sub comes back on the 29th. Well, I appreciate that. Appreciate that you'd want to spend your Prime sub on me. That's very kind of you. And I'm very jealous that you can watch ads for bits, because that's something I wish I could do. But in my country, we can't do that. I know that we had it for a bit on mobile, but it got stopped, strangely. So, fortunate. Otherwise, I'd be hoarding bits if I could do that. All the streamers I watch would be rich. So, it's a shame. Shame. Took about 4 months to come back for me. Yay. Well, I'm glad they're back. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. One thing I did notice as well with Twitch is they've now allowed you to set your leaderboard how you want. If you want the bits to show first before the gift subs, it lets you do that now, which was something I mentioned I wish Twitch could do the other week, and now they've done it. So thank you, Twitch. Appreciate that. Okay. So I'm gonna go on a quick break, just a few minutes. Need to go to the Tinkle Potty and get myself some Alpro milk because I'm a little bit peckish. And then when I get back, we're going to do a test play. I'm excited because we are coming towards the finishing this cutscene now. Probably last stream on it, I'd say. I want to get it posted for you guys to see in the Discord and move on to the fruit dialogue tomorrow. So I'll be back shortly. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves. Hello, I have returned. Hello. I'm a bit cold, so I've got this adorable pink soft onesie. Most days when I finish stream, I change into that because it's super comfy. You're a downpour. Oh my goodness, Scratch. Good job. You are getting those raindrops. You're nearly in the top 100 as well. Pretty decent. It's not easy to get that now compared to how it was when I first started streaming. It was easier then. Right, folks. Okay, so we got our Poochie maker up. We're going to do a test play right now to see how everything is. Might have to do a few. I'll have to mute the sound now because I think it's on at the moment. Or it might not be on. Nope, it's off. Okay, so when we do a sound playthrough, I'll probably have to put my earphones in now because I can't hear anything at the moment. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to test the dialogue scene because we've split this scene in two. We need to test both. And if anyone is curious, I do have the app that I use for my dialogue. If anyone wants to actually look at what it is for this scene and some other scenes that came before it, feel free to have a nosy. I don't mind. It's all there for you guys to see. Meryl's it's not perfect the way she looks from the side. She still looks like really flat-faced compared to Carol. So I'm probably going to have an edit of that as well still. Looking at it. Only a few pixels need changing. I don't know why she looks flat-faced. Might be the bra or the lips. We'll see. All the dialogue's fine because I checked that before. It's mainly the player movements and stuff I'm making sure of. Okay, now it's starting again, so let's turn it off and test the actual hijacking bit. Now we'll have to merge those scenes though as well once it's all done. I can't get it off. There we go. Is this game about barrels or has a section about barrels? It's more that the barrels are major NPCs in the game. It's not actually about barrels, but they're a key part of the plot. It's probably the best way to put it. The main story plot anyway. But so far they are anyway. There'll probably be many different it's going to have so many different themes and story topics that in the game overall. But this is what we've particularly spent time on lately, but tomorrow we'll be working on not these guys, where are we? These guys. So, you know, more characters that are different. So it's not all about the barrels. Okay. This is the hijacking bit. Load, I can't, oh no, that's not the right scene now. Was that the one we wanted? This is the scene before the, Carol goes under the tree there, I've noticed, so that's something wrong with the parallax mapping I have to fix. But this scene is fine. We did that scene a while ago and it's all good. So we don't need to test that one right now. This should be the right one, yeah, okay. Our hijacking is going to happen any second. Okay, I think visually, not including sound here because we haven't tested it with sound yet, but visually it's almost there. I just want to have a look at Meryl's, have a little mess about again with Meryl's side view because there's something bothering me with it. And there's one more thing as well, just one small thing, and then once they're done, we're going to turn the sound on and test it with sound. And it's mainly the hijacking section that we need to test the sound for because that's where we have all the sound effects. But looking at the time, I might have to post the cutscene video off stream. That's probably what's going to end up happening. And it'll probably be easier, in all honesty, to go off stream and do it because I won't have to mute my mic and not speak to you guys for a few minutes. But because there's still a few bits of stuff to do, but I'm very confident that we'll be moving on to doing the fruits dialogue tomorrow. Even if like there is a bit of stuff to add to the cutscene, because there will be. But I think we're at a point where we can put this to the side for now and focus on the next bit. Once we've done, which we're 95% there now. Right, so back to Photoshop. Let's get Meryl back. This is a different milk I've tried now as well. This is cashew milk. Not had this one before. Right, so I'm going to get Carol because Carol looks great. Like, she's not looking flat-faced, but for some reason Meryl is. So I'm going to try and figure out why. Because it's all the same. Oh no, it isn't the same. One sec, there's one little small. I'm just going to delete that extra pink lip part because I think that's not helping with making a face look super flat. But delete that as well. Carol has that there, but maybe hers will look better without that brown pixel there too. I think it could be because Meryl was a lighter barrel as well, so it kind of gives the illusion that she looks a bit flat-faced. Just going to attempt a slightly darker colour. we'll just say if what that's like compared to what it was before. Oopsie. I'm gonna just put a coloured background just to see, because sometimes it helps when it's not transparent. Just see how it looks. Get rid of that as well. I think it's a slight bit better. I'm reluctant to add the dark outline there. I think the small change I've made could help though, in all honesty, so I think we'll have that for now. But yeah, I'm the sort of person that if I see something I don't like and I'm not actually that's bugging me, I'll just change it. So, you know, if I feel like that during the episode 1's development at all about anything, I'll just change it right there and then. Because sometimes you need fresh eyes as well. Sometimes doing things all at once in one go isn't always the best idea. Sometimes looking a week later helps a lot because you see it differently, in my opinion anyway. I think that. Oops, accidentally deleted one. Yeah, face looks super like square on that old version that we had just. I prefer it now. Okay, so we have to do the same for this one too, but it was only like a couple of small edits. Thank you, still needs work for the follow. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Hope your day is treating you well. Okay, so just a couple of things. 2 pixels to delete. So just deleting those 2 extra pixels helps round a face off a little bit more. Just trying to get rid of that square face. And a slightly darker outline, because it just looked better against darker backgrounds as well. Then it rounds it off a bit better. So I think that'll help. Just that small detail, and maybe another week I might think I'll change that as well, but right now this will do. Nothing's popping out at me as terrible right now about it. Doing good, you? All glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. I'm not doing too bad, just getting on with this project. It's really nice to have something to get stuck into. It's my obsession. But if you want to have a peek at our website, still need work, anybody else at all, lurkers, if you just want to have a browse. If you're curious, then have a little look. And if anybody has any questions, don't be shy, but at the same time, you're totally fine to lurk as well if that's what you like to do. I don't mind one bit, if some people prefer that. You guys should enjoy the stream however you like to. Right, so just get rid of those. Right, it's just that one line now. Shocked-faced Meryl. And as I said, I'm very, very fond of expressions with our characters. I want to try and really make use of having expressions for our characters during the cutscenes. That's why we have a different face for Meryl. She's not just got the same one, and all the others in the cutscene have different faces too. I particularly am fond of Woody's. No, that's not the one I was after. I'm after the sprite sheet. Woody's just rooted to the spot in this scene. He just sits there. He doesn't walk in this scene. So, it wasn't, we didn't have to do any side views or anything weird for him. But we did give him some expressions for the hijacking, so I thought, yeah, let's make him look a bit worried. I think he definitely does, particularly on that one. So that's his face. His face changes through all these expressions while the hijacking's going on. And I like that I've added that, because a lot of people might not even notice because everything's happening so fast in the hijacking scene, and there's like 6 different characters to look at the same time that are all like doing different things. So you're not going to notice it all, but you know, I still like adding that detail. Hi Hal, welcome back. How are you doing today? Doing good, Hal. The dilemma that I had yesterday is basically fixed now. With the side view characters, I was having a bit of a nightmare getting them looking decent, and I think they're acceptable right now. I think they're looking acceptable compared to the disaster that they looked yesterday. So they're saved now. I'm gonna cross Meryl off now. Hey, why is it making me save it again? Save. There we go. Right, so they're off now. I'm going to just make sure I didn't save over anything that I shouldn't have, because I'm paranoid. How are you doing though, Hal? Yeah, nice, yay. How's things since yesterday? Yeah, all assets are fine. Haven't saved over anything. So there was only one other thing. Here it is, cart PSD. So one thing I did notice is that at the start, Oliver looks, his gradient's quite strong, and you can just about make him out, but it is quite a strong dark gradient over him, and that's because it's night time in the scene. So the gradient we actually have over him now is made even darker because it's night time. So I'm thinking of just lightening it up a bit. so we can see him better. And that's really the last visual thing about our cutscenes, the cutscene that needs fixing. And then it'll be about sound next. Oh no. Right. Oliver, where are you? Here he is. Here's the cutie pie. So we just grab one of his assets. We'll put him back here. We'll have to redo it because I've flattened it, I think. Probably need the dark bits as well. Didn't get those. Oh, okay, it's grabbing too much, that's why, because the tolerance is a bit high. There we go. No. Damn it, hang on. I should have not done it like that. 1 minute. There. I need that one selected. Yeah, there we go. Excellent, just relaxing today with grinding and magic finding and leveling in Diablo 2, now switching over to R6 Siege and Twitch. Awesome, sounds fun, sounds like a blast. Thanks for stopping by again. Twitch seems like very busy in terms of streamers lately. I've noticed, probably makes sense though, like more people are streaming now. Because it's usually a little bit quieter during my streaming time. Okay, so there we go, that's sorted. But I want a gradient on him still, because I don't want him to just be as bright as he is there, but probably not as deep as much of one as if we have at the moment. There we go. So let's make it a bit lighter than that. And then because this has always bugged me a bit, how it is you can't see much. So this will be a good job done. Yeah, I think that will be plenty. You can barely see that there's a gradient on him, but there's a slight one, so he's not too bright. It's just mainly, I mean, it doesn't look bad, it's perfect there, but because the scene's at night time, it just makes it too dark. And you can barely see him, he looks more like a silhouette. So... yeah, so I'll do another test play now. And see how it looks. I'm not going to flatten everything until we know for sure it looks good. Especially because people are cooped up. Not only are there more views, there's more people streaming more often too. Yeah, it's the opposite for me, funnily enough. I've found since this my streams have got quieter than they usually are, which, you know, that sometimes you get that happen. But it's interesting. Definitely an interesting thing I've observed. For sure. So yeah, I guess because there's more viewers but more streamers, there's more choice to watch. Makes total sense. So save that. Okay, so we'll just hide Photoshop for a bit and we'll do test play now. Right, so down here to test Oliver. Okay, so he stands out a bit more, which I like. Right, so now I think visually everything's cool. Oh, I should have really checked Meryl though, because we updated her assets, so have a look how she looks. We'll look at the other scene for Meryl actually, because you can see more. And as for the sound effects, I think that there's probably just one or two more that I want to add. We're almost done. Meryl still looks square, more at the bottom actually, where her lips are, which I thought I fixed. I'm going to print screen. I'm going to do a print screen and zoom in and see what's going on there. One sec. Because the graphics should have updated. Right, so I think there's 1 or 2 pixels that I think getting rid of might actually help a lot with Meryl. I think it's definitely because she's a lighter barrel colour than Carol, so it's more obvious with her. But yeah, just tiny stuff. Now I should definitely keep that lip. I just want to see with the background. Yeah, I'm just getting rid of the 2 pixels by her lip below it because I think it just looked very square. Made her face look square, so easy peasy. Now it might not work with this asset, but we'll see. No. Okay, I think that'll work. I've been doing a lot of edits to this one, but always trying to be fussy and make sure it looks okay, acceptable. Okay, done. I might join the cutscenes now, actually, now that they're done. I think that'll be a good idea. So or maybe, because there might be some sound effects to still do. One thing I'm going to do though, let's just go on Discord. I'm going to make a new channel. And it'll get, hopefully all going well, the video will be posted before tomorrow's stream. I'm going to work on finishing it tonight because it's just last minute jobs now with it, so I'm confident I can record a video, get it posted in this channel, scene discussion, and then it will be there. I'll leave it open for feedback for a couple of days for the rest of the week probably, or maybe even over the weekend, and then whether we get anything or not, we'll see. But we'll work on the next scene in the meantime, while that's posted in there. So go. That can go under dialogue discussion, I'd say. So now we've got a scene discussion channel to go with the dialogue discussion one. I think that complements it nicely. This one will be getting deleted probably tomorrow, because we'll be working on the fruits dialogue tomorrow, and we'll be using this, which was X's idea, as a template for that. So that'll all get written up tomorrow and we'll make our dialogue. Okay folks, right, give me BRB. I need to top up my water because I'm feeling a little bit dehydrated, so I'll be back in a sec. yeah, back. Right, guys, so I'm going to stop there because I've got a really big headache coming on. So I'm going to make sure I don't get more sick and stop stream now. So we are finishing a little bit earlier today, about half hour earlier. But I'm going to work on this cutscene off stream and I'm going to get it posted in our new scene discussion channel before tomorrow's stream, all going well. Thank you for hanging out, guys. I appreciate you. Have an awesome rest of your day, and tomorrow's the last stream of the week, so I'll see you all then. Take care.